Hello YouTube, Michael here, also the Geek for Life. This is my first ever YouTube video that I'm making, and of course my first ever unboxing video. I have a few subscriptions, so I wanted to show them online. I first found out about these through YouTube, so I thought I'd pass it on. The first box we'll be reviewing is Collectible Geek. Oh, first of all, I should apologize. I'm actually recording this on my cell phone, so that's why the quality isn't quite as good as a lot of videos that you may see. Hopefully, or maybe somewhere down the line, I might decide to get some video equipment. We'll just see how it goes. But for right now, you're watching me on a cell phone. The first box we're reviewing, Collectible Geek. This is the Ultimate Fandom Romero's Legacy Cache. Costs $75. Let's see here. $75. It's not the monthly subscription box. They do have a monthly subscription box. They do put out these special Ultimate Fandom caches every now and then. And I like zombies, so I got this one. Unlike a lot of the videos you see online, there's actually two types. Of course, you see the ones where people are opening them on camera for the first time, and you get to see that excited reaction when they open them. And the second one, which I'll be doing, is the ones where people have previously opened them, and they've tracked down values so that you can get more information about the box. I prefer that one, so that's the one I'm going to be doing. So, of course, this box is already opened. The items inside. Move some stuff around. The first item is a little plush doll. This is actually Glenn from The Walking Dead. Series 1 character figure. Take a look at him there. I'm not too big on plushies, and honestly, if he didn't have the tag on him, I wouldn't even know who he was or where he came from. But that being said, I do love The Walking Dead, so this is definitely a good item to have in there. Let's see, I had him clocked in at somewhere between $6 and $8. I looked online, and that's about what I found him for. So that's about his value. Another Walking Dead item, Maggie Green from McFarlane Toys. This is actually, I think, Series 5, so it's probably a year or two old. I think they got 7s or 8s out now. This is Maggie. I actually already had this one, but that's not their fault. I like that they put in, as much as I love Funko, I love that they put in a non-Funko figure, and of course Walking Dead has quite a few of those. Not their fault that I already had it, so it was definitely a good find. See, I have this one somewhere between $7 and $15, 7 on the low end. I did find an eBay auction where it was going for that on Buy It Now, a couple of them actually, and 15 roughly on Amazon, so somewhere in that range. Another Walking Dead figure. This one's from the comic books, actually. This is Michonne's pet Mike. I actually already had this one too. Once again, there's no way they could have known that. Still like it. Glad that they put these figures in there. I love displayable items. Sorry that my phone just shifted to the side. My cat just kicked off of the sand it was on. There she goes. This one, let's see here. I have it basically $12. Everywhere I looked, it was about $12. So that's what I'll clock the value at that one in. This one I really liked. It's actually not in the box right now. Ice cube tray to shape ice for like brains. It's not in here right now because I'm actually making ice right now. Let me just change this. I don't know if that's better or not, but I think it's close to where it was. Let's see, this one between $5 and $8. It normally lists for $8 on Amazon, but they were having a sale for $5, so about $5 to $8. I really like this item. I like anything that makes ice cubes a little bit more interesting, but I know that sounds lame, but I like it. Let's see, a zombie. Looks like a cloth type figure. I'll take it out for you. Now they say it's a keychain, but as my fiance points out, there's not really the normal kind of hook for a keychain. It actually is more like a Christmas ornament. So that's probably what I'm going to wind up using it for. I do like it, but a keychain, it's definitely not. Let's see. Somewhere between $7 and $8. I couldn't find this exact one, but I found similar ones from the same company, so I put it at about $7 or $8. And there's 4 buttons. I'll show you one at a time. That's the first one. Second one. Number 3. And 4. I like these. I like buttons. They're nice little filler items. I like them more than stickers. I really don't like stickers very much. Magnets and buttons, that kind of thing, they're good because, of course, you could always move those to something else if you need to. So buttons are good. I figure they're not that hard to make, so maybe 50 cents each, $2 for all of them. DVD, Night of the Living Dead. Of course, this was a George Romero Legacy box. I found it a little unusual they decided to put the DVD in. Anybody that was buying a George Romero Legacy box would probably already own this. Anybody who's a zombie fan or a George Romero fan, this is pretty much a must-have for their collection. They would have had to have already had it first. It's not a bad item, but I'm not really sure why they thought it would be something that nobody would have already if they were interested in this. So I just put that back there. And it really doesn't cost that much either. I mean, it's not uncommon to see it in the $5 bin, and sometimes even at the dollar store for $1 or $2. It's really not a impressive item. Last item in the box is actually a poster, and I want to draw attention first. They actually packed it really well. This is hard cardboard, so it's not just rolled up and stuck in there to fend for itself against the other items as the postman bangs it around. Good quality paper. And I hope you guys can see that. Nice mini poster, good print, good quality paper. And it is a limited edition of 80. I got number 54. I do plan to frame this and hang it up. I like it a good bit. In fact, I would say this is even the best item in the box. And I do want to point out also that, they did take a lot of care in packaging this. A lot of the crates out there that send posters really don't. Like, you might get them just rolled up. Some of them even fold them. I've heard about that anyway. If they do package them at all, it's in some kind of like plastic that really doesn't protect them at all. So I really like that they put this into it. I really couldn't find anything on this as far as value, so I just kind of looked at similar items. Since it's a limited edition, I figure it's probably $5 or $10. Pretty good value on that. And that is everything. That's all that's in the box. It's a little bit light. It's the Ultimate Fandom cash for George Romero. It costs $75 to buy, and as I said, it wasn't the monthly subscription. I totaled up all the items here. I got 46 on the low end, 68 on the high end. That's a bit of a problem. If I had just decided to go out and buy all these items separately, I could have got everything but the poster for cheaper than I paid for the box. Not very happy about that. There are also a couple other issues. They call it George Romero's Legacy, but there's only 2 George Romero items in it, one of which everybody would already have. The DVD, of course. The second problem, it shipped out pretty late. The website said it was going to be around August 10th. It actually wound up being August 26th, according to what I can find. It came here on just this past Friday, and that means it shipped out on Wednesday, a 2-day shipping. That was the 26th, I want to say, and so that's some pretty late shipping. Now, to their credit, they acknowledged that they had late shipping on it. There was a card in it for $5 off my next order because of the shipping, so, Collectible Geek has pretty good customer service, and so they recognized that it sent out late, and so they gave a little discount on the next crate, which is good. Let's see here. They did ask for a shirt size when I first ordered it, and there was no shirt. A little disappointing. It's not a must. I mean, I was expecting a shirt based on that. Didn't get one. That's unfortunate. But I can live with it. But really, the main concern I had was the value of the box just was not there. $75 is by far the most I paid for any of these boxes. It's not a small amount of money to me. I think number 2 on that was Marvel Collector Core. I think they came in at $32, and that's every other month. I just wasn't happy at all with the value once I opened this box, and it became very clear that the value just wasn't there. I did send them a message on Facebook later last night, which yesterday is when I got it. I laid out my concerns. I said, some of the things in here were really good. I really love the poster. I think the figures were a good idea, even though I had both of them already. I like that they, as much as I love Funko, they steered away from the Funko. So that was nice. I mean, I don't hold them to that or anything like that. They can't possibly know what I have already. And it's nice that they took a chance on that. But really, at the end of the day, the value, it's pretty important. Uh, about an hour ago, maybe two, I looked on their Facebook page. They had put out something about the Romero cache that there was really no middle ground on it. People were either loving it or hating it. They basically said that it wasn't their best. Most of their Ultimate Fandom caches are about $100 in value, their estimate is. They said their estimate for this one was only 85. My estimate, of course, you heard, was between 46 and 68. So it's a little bit different. I don't know where they got that 85 from or not. But even by their own estimate, it was a lower value cache than what they normally do. Most unfortunate. And this is my first ever box I bought from them, so it's not a great first impression. I had been contacting them over the past couple weeks, asking them when they were going to ship it out because, of course, it was late. And they always answered my emails. They were always very polite. And they do have a reputation for having great customer service. They are a young company. I think they're not even a year old yet. So they're still figuring some stuff out. But $75 is not a small amount of money. And especially since it's not something they had to put out, it was an extra thing you could buy on their site. I really think that they should have had the value there, that they could have taken the extra time to make sure that this was a high quality box. And it wasn't. Only two Romero items. If you were a George Romero fan, you saw this, and you wanted to buy it so you could get Romero items, you would be very disappointed because you would, of course, already had the DVD. The poster was really the only other thing in there, and I think I heard that George Romero doesn't even like The Walking Dead, so that's not even his legacy. It's unfortunate. They haven't replied to my email yet, but it's been less than a day, so. And they've always replied in the past, so I expect a reply. If anything changes on this, I'll be sure to let you know. In the future, I would be very hesitant, personally, to buy from them again, especially a large amount of money. For the $46 to $68 value, I would expect this box to have cost no more than $35 to $40 at the absolute most, and it costs $75. That's just too much. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Collectible Geek's George Romero Legacy Cache, and I have a few more boxes to review. This is my first one ever. Any constructive criticism, positive feedback, negative feedback, as long as it's constructive, greatly appreciated in the YouTube section. I just sort of improvised a place to do the unboxing at. I'm actually sitting in front of my TV. Hopefully, I'll be moving in a couple more months, and I won't have everything all packed up, and I can actually sit somewhere that has some better lighting and, maybe actually have a good background for you to look at while you're listening to me. That's all for now, and in a few days I hope to post another one for, let's say, Loot Crate, why not? Thanks for listening, and feel free to subscribe if you like what you see. Have a good one. Bye-bye.